That's right, folks. Another nature day. I'm at Trout Lake Nature Center. And Hippie already went in and paid our fee. So now it's about time for us to check out some of this Floridian wildlife. As you guys can tell, it's a very serious type of place. We're gonna have serious fun today. So we are gonna start out in the Trout Lake Nature Center, and it's supported by the Ocklawaha Valley Audubon Society. So let's get started, see what's going on in here. Don't be scared, you guys. He's very slow moving. Very slow moving. So cute though. So cute. So as you may have noticed from the adorable black bear, that this nature center's got some of these animals that they've preserved, or they've probably received as donations preserved. They've got all kinds of birdies, or as I like to call them, burbs. And there's a lot of them in here, you guys. Look at, there's a yellow-bellied sapsucker. Never thought I'd see one. Alright, you guys, this is some of the craziest taxidermy I've ever seen. Look at the size of this gator. He was caught in Orange Lake in Alachua County, 13 feet 7 inches long, and weighed 680 pounds. Man, that's cool and impressive. I would love to have seen him out on the side of one of the villages. There's an otter, a heron. We've got tons of great blue herons around here. Looks like an alligator gar over there. We've got a bobcat, a coyote, a great white egret. We got tons of those. Lots of the gray squirrels. Ducks galore. We do have a ton of turkeys. Like, we see turkeys all over the place. We got panthers. I've never seen one yet out in the wild. Every single day I see one of these adorable armadillos, raccoons, and opossums squished by someone rude on the side of the road. Same with the gopher tortoises. I have not yet seen any rattlers in Florida, but I have seen a lot of black racers. This is pretty impressive, though. I think you guys would probably agree. It's some pretty awesome looking stuff. Like, look at this little screech owl. Look how tiny he is. It's adorable. Alright, even though this place is, you know, it's a little bit more rustic in some ways, they do have some labels out here on their plants, which I like, because I do like to know what certain plants are when I'm out wandering around looking at things. So, you know, a little bit of learning never hurt nobody. Alright, you guys, over here, this little box is called the Native Buzz Nest Site. This nest box is not a beehive. It's part of a citizen science project created by the University of Florida to learn more about nesting preferences, diversity, and distribution of native solitary bees and wasps, which are important pollinators. The female bee or wasp collects pollen or prey, places it in a hole or cell, lays an egg, and seals the hole with mud, grass, leaves, or other material. So that's kind of cool. It's a little scientific study they're doing out here on something a little different. And they do have bees over there. Look at, I see bees, lots of honeybees. I gotta go check it out up closer and hopefully not get stung. So this is the Charles Newell Hall Museum that I'm about to go into, and hopefully there's more cool stuff in here. Alright, there's a lot more taxidermy up in this building. There's some white-tailed deer, some fishies, there's piranhas, you guys. These adorable little otters, some turtle shells. Look at this bald eagle. A squirrel, fox, bobcat. And here we got some live animals. There's a yellow rat snake in here. And a corn snake down here. as usual, being lazy. Look at this snapping turtle. He looks way happier than the one that I rescued on the side of the highway in Georgia. Look at the size of those shells. Some big turtles. But as you can see, folks, there is a lot of taxidermy that's been done in here. Snakes, frogs. Those frogs don't look like taxidermy. They look like fake frogs. Maybe you can't taxidermy a frog. I don't know, folks, but what I do know is it's about time to go out and see some live animals, I think. These ones are fun, but not as much fun as a live armadillo. All right, people who know me very well know I'm fascinated with bees and wasps and yellow jackets and such. They've got some bees out here. Look at them a-buzzing around. They're just doing their work. Not really trying to mess with me or anything. Oh, maybe. Okay. That's a mosquito was biting me, not a bee. Okay, let's get out of here, though, and let them do their thing. I don't want to scare them by swinging at mosquitoes. Over there is a little shelter that's screened in with picnic tables and such so that you can enjoy a meal with your family or your friends or whatever and not be harassed by mosquitoes. It's not a particularly bad time of mosquito year just yet, although you did just see me get bit by a mosquito. But it's always good to be safe from the mosquitoes in Florida. All right, you guys, some folks just came down the trail and they said, we're going to see some gators. There's gators down here. Okay, my day just went from pretty okay to spectacular. I mean, if I see the gators. If I don't, I'll be kind of annoyed. You guys, this is my first bobcat walk in memory of Bob Forbes. It's a little footbridge. Like I said, there's gators out here. It's not that far off the ground, so let's find out. And I'm getting skeeter bit right now as we speak, you guys. Alright, this is, it's not real skinny. It looks real skinny. And it is, but not like real skinny. See, I got plenty of foot room out here. But it still makes you feel fairly unprotected. This close to the ground. In the swamp. You know. Just saying, it's a little nerve-wracking. And mosquitoes. Alright, this bobcat track goes for a ways. And it's very mosquito-y out here. So I'm kind of hoping to get out of this standing water area sort of soon. Even though it's kind of lovely and cool, it's very mosquito-y. Alright, you guys, oh my god, you guys, look! It's a... Oh, it's not real. I scared Hippie, though. I scared Hippie. Alright, the standing water is kind of coming to an end, so I'm hoping that means the mosquitoes are coming to an end. As is this walkway. I made it through without only being bit like 1,000 times by mosquitoes. Can Hippie do it? I don't know. Alright guys, I don't know if you were a kid like me who always went out into the forest or the sagebrush in my case and made forts and thought about all these cool things you could do out in the forest. Look, I live there now. This is the jungle. I could build any fort I want out here. There's probably gators right down here, you know. I don't know. I never see gators in any of this grassy stuff, but it's probably because they're sneaky. There's all kinds of little plants growing down there in this swampy area. We're getting ready to come up to the bend here. I don't know what to expect, having never been here before. But so far, I'm pretty blown away with how cool it is. I hope you guys are also. Look at the Spanish moss. Doesn't that make for a delightful photo? I gotta stop and take a photo, you guys. Alright, this trail keeps going, so we are not done here yet. It is so beautiful out here right now. I was worried about wearing a jacket because it's only about 65. It's pretty warm, pretty beautiful. And if I was tired out, look at that nice little seating area. Beautiful place to get some sun. Meditate on the beauty of nature. Alright folks, you can see we're coming to the end of our trail here, out to a lake. And it appears we have found our big gator. Look at him. He's so beautiful, you guys. Look at him. He's such a little one still.
Crazy.
He's little.
He's little.
That's not nearly as big as the ones I see in the villages all the time.
This is pretty big. He's enjoying that sun.
Oh wow, you guys. This is the closest I've gotten to a wild gator so far. And I'm digging it, you guys. He seems to be digging it too. Look at all that excitement in his face. He can't stop. Alright folks, we are at the lake. I guess it's a lake. It's Trout Lake. I guess so. And there might be some baby gators down here somewhere. Someone talked about them, but we haven't seen them yet. This is called the Education Dock. It's beautiful, isn't it? Alright, here's what we got to learn. Trout Lake is 106 plus acres. Lake Eustis is 7,806 acres, making Trout Lake 1% the size of Lake Eustis. It's about 7.6 feet deep is the average. The deepest point is 11 feet. And it has muck about 2.2 feet thick. It is hypertrophic. And there are no trout in this lake. Huh. It says eutrophication is the process where a lake becomes a swamp and eventually dry land. So this stays wet for about 6 months and then it becomes dry land. That's pretty cool, you guys. So it's pretty out here. It's really pretty. It looks cold, and as you heard, 2.2 feet of muck down there. Not a great swimming lake, perhaps, but it's gorgeous. It'd be fun to take a boat out there. And it's been a beautiful walk to get to it. Definitely enjoyed that part. And we get to enjoy it on the way back. Alright guys, we're leaving the lake area, but I didn't want to leave without you getting one more chance to see this beautiful creature. I know she doesn't move very much, but she is very awesome. I wanted to name her Chancho, but Rick thinks she's a girl, so guess we can name her Chanchi. There's some cypress knobs down here. Beautiful vision right here with all this Spanish moss, the sun and blue sky creeping through. Florida definitely is a beautiful place. Some of you probably know I'm from Boise, Idaho, and we have some forest out there. And I just got the whiff of forest out here. Even though there's a lot of palms out here, I did get a whiff. Just regular old forest. Oh, this one's called Armadillo Trail. I wouldn't mind seeing an armadillo. I assume there's more fairy houses out here that I haven't noticed yet. There's definitely a lot of skeeters. But here's a little fairy house, you guys. Skeeters! Alright folks, we're on Armadillo Trail. I'm looking for armadillos. So far I'm finding lots of mosquitoes. But hopefully we'll find something. Here's an uprooted tree. Looks pretty cool, despite all the skeeters around me. A white one?
No, he's right here. He's climbing back in. There he goes.
Oh. Hey guys, Rusty Bird's Discovery Walk. 7 metal birds are hidden ahead on the adventure trail. These birds won't fly away, making them an easy way to learn what to look for when birding. Look for QR codes along the boardwalk. A rusty bird is hidden nearby. Then scan the QR code to learn more about that bird. I guess I'm down. Another one of these skinny walkways.
There's a bird. Found one. On that tree right here, the orange tag.
You guys see that orange tag? Rickle has found his first bird. Ah. Alright folks, it's quite swampy here and therefore more mosquitoes. And now I gotta do a rope bridge, which I never signed up for. I never signed up for this, you guys. I never signed up for this. Oh, that stuff was scary. Oh, the hippie's trying to make it even scarier. He's a bad man. Don't let his calm good looks fool you. Alright, I made it through the rope bridge, you guys. Hopefully this little bridge comes to an end someday soon. There's some squishy boards that make me feel nervous. Alright guys, I survived the bird trail. And come out to find these great looking mushrooms down here. Look at that. I'm not gonna eat them, don't worry. They are cool. Alright folks, this is the great oak, and you probably can't see it on my camera, but there are all kinds of wind chimes hanging from it. If it was windy out here today, I believe it would be a cacophony of beauteous sounds, but it is not windy. There is a nice picnic bench out here, and it does make a lovely spot. Would you look at the size of this tree, you guys? It's a monster. It's all tree of lifey, reaching out all over the world here. If you guys could see how many mosquitoes are around me right now, you'd run for your lives. Another huge tree over there. The mosquitoes are even swarming the camera, you guys. Yeah, see them? See them? There they are. Okay, folks. I was mistaken. That was not the granddaddy tree. There is a much larger tree over here that hippie knew about that I did not know about. And it is very massive. Would you check this guy out? If you're scared of trees, that's your nightmare come true right there. That's so cool, you guys. Even with 1,000 mosquitoes on my face.
It looks like.
Alright folks, if I complained about mosquitoes anywhere else, I was wrong to complain. These ones are the worst. They are everywhere. But I hope you enjoyed this trip. I enjoyed it quite a bit besides the mosquito part. And I hope you enjoyed the beauty that is Trout Lake here in Eustis, Florida. Check out that tree. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.